The Stormforce Games merch store is now open. Come browse the latest and greatest merchandise that Streamlabs has to offer, from t-shirts, hoodies, jackets, hats, and more, all with your favorite Stormforce Games logos and branding. All Stormforce Games merch is priced to sell, with most items priced so low, you can't beat it. Come check out the Stormforce Games merch store on Streamlabs. You're watching Stormforce Games, streaming 5 days a week, exclusively on Twitch. Next on Stormforce Games, we're playing Cooking Simulator. Orders up. Stormforce Games starts right now. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. It is 4:41 p.m. on the 27th of November, 2022. Hello and welcome to the show, everyone. I'm TV Guy Jay. This is Stormforce Games. And we had a little bit of excitement before the show this evening. I was sitting in my studio and I had my studio lights warming up, and they're not LED lights. They're fluorescent soft boxes, and I've had them for a while. I've had them for probably 5 years now, and the bulbs are about that old. And I heard a noise. I heard a strange whooshing noise, like the sound of a kettle boiling, like not a whistling, but like a whoosh. I can't do it because of the sound suppression on the mic, but I heard this sound and it was coming from right in front of me, coming from one of my lights, and I realized that one of my light bulbs was in the process of like melting down. And I don't have little tiny CFL light bulbs. The light bulbs that I use in my lights are massive. They're this big, and to give you some scope of how big this really is, it goes down past my wrist, so it's almost a foot long. It's very large, and something down around here, you can't see it because of the chroma key, but something down around in the ballast of that bulb was burning up. So I quickly turned the lights off and removed that light bulb, and I had to beg, borrow, and steal from my other lights. I have 4 lights in the studio, and now one of them is off because I had to take the bulb out of it. So, we're lit, kind of. As long as we don't lose another one, we'll be okay. And so, yeah, that was kind of exciting. And I spent some time earlier this afternoon working on a couple of new cold opens because we've added a couple of new games to the game library. I created a cold open finally for Meow Jiro because we're going to be playing that probably here and there. But I saw a game being played on Twitch the other day, and I thought, wow, this is pretty cool. Not only is it pretty cool, but it's a simulator. And I'm excited about that because I am a simulator streamer. Also, the person that was playing it was Iron Mouse, and obviously watching her play any game is hilarious, but this was even more fun to watch her play, and that game is called Cooking Simulator. That music's really loud, but it's good. Interestingly enough, my mouse is not working. Apparently it is, but it's not. You can't see it. That's very weird. I'm having to guess where my mouse pointer is. You can't see it. You can't see it on the screen, and I can't see it on the screen either. So maybe we can, I don't know, maybe we can relaunch the game? Oh, there's the mouse pointer. It showed up, of course, the moment I hit exit game. Go figure. I have both versions of this game. I have this game, the standard version of Cooking Simulator. I also have Cooking Simulator VR. We're not going to be doing VR today because I still need to figure out how to get Twitch chat set up in VR. I'm following one of the Gunrun's tutorials on how to get a Twitch chat plugin set up for in VR, but I haven't had much luck with it lately, though I haven't really been working on it that much either. So we will see. There we go. There's our mouse pointer. That's a lot better. And we turn the music down to about 30%. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, I think probably for like a streaming music service, like a web stream. That's pretty cool. We're gonna try to make our target frame rate 120. Even though I don't have a 120 hertz monitor. We'll see what happens. Log into Twitter? I'm not gonna log into Twitter right now, sorry. What if I do Ultra? Oh wait, no. Let's just apply this. Alright, it is actually targeting 120 FPS right now when I updated that. Let me switch to Ultra. And we're gonna relaunch the game here. Because some settings you have to relaunch for it to take effect. We'll see what it does to the frame rate. The frame rate is now 1300, but of course it usually is very high on these intro screens. All right, it's still at 120. Everything is maxed out. It's at 1080. Here are our controls. Seems fairly straightforward. I'm sure there's a tutorial or something. Yep, enable tutorial. Okay. So let's give it a shot here. Let's hit new game. Now career mode. Let's see. There's already DLC that I don't have. How about that? There are all of Cooking School is one that I have. So basically, I didn't realize that like 90% of this game is DLC that I don't have. But let's do career mode and see exactly what this game is about. All right, here it is. Welcome to Cooking Simulator. As you've already noticed, the restaurant you are now employed in does not have the greatest rating. Your task is to restore it to its former glory and reach the highest level of prestige. The last chef left the kitchen covered in sticky notes. Maybe they'll be of some use to you. Good luck. Good luck. All right. I don't know that sticky notes are going to be of good use to us at all, but we'll see. Let's take a look around here. We have a nice clock. Looks to be about 10:05. Here's a timer. This looks like a deep fryer, 2 deep fryers with a basket, fryer basket. This looks like a kind of a grill top here. Not really sure what that is. A couple of baking ovens, a baking rack, tray rack, a microwave. That looks like a food processor maybe. And a blender. Or maybe that's a slicer and a food processor. Another griddle here. I'm not sure what this is. And we've got all sorts of stuff here. All right, so let's... You can use the laptop to pin a recipe. Where... Laptop, okay. All right. This is terrifying. Restaurant info, let's see. Statistics, okay, day 1. All right, recipe manager. Baked trout, tomato soup, salmon steak, and boiled potatoes. You know, I mean... Tomato soup seems pretty simple. So let's just take a look at. All right, let's make tomato soup, I guess. So here's what we need. We need tomato and onion. Let's see. We don't have a basket or anything to hold stuff. Interesting. Okay. Well, try not to go bankrupt. Almost everything in the kitchen costs money, plates, products, and especially repairs. Don't take more than you need and keep an eye on your balance. Once you're out of money, you're out of business. So that's helpful. Okay. 1 tomato. Onion. We need an onion. There's an onion. What's next? Chicken broth and sour cream. All right, chicken broth. Chicken broth. Sounded terrible. And sour cream was next. What the hell? That's strange. Okay. Salt, black pepper, and cayenne pepper powder. Salt, pepper, and cayenne. Here's salt. I don't like that I have to carry one thing at a time. I feel like you should have like a basket or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. There's cayenne pepper powder. Alright, it looks like I have everything. Let's start preparing here. Chicken... Oh, we need a pot. Doesn't say what kind of pot, but we'll look and see what they have. There's a big pot. Small pot? Okay, probably. There we go. Okay. I don't know what this clock is. It says skip preparation phase, but couldn't have given me only like 4 minutes to do preparation, right? Oh boy. Someone ordered a... Oh! I can't... Oh no! Alright, I've been doing completely... I'm already off to like the worst start possible. Apparently I take orders. And I have to make stuff. Alright, this sucks. So what the hell do I have everything set to make, what the hell did, what did they order? Salmon steak. Oh, shit. Salmon fillet. All right. I don't know if I'm gonna make this. I don't know if this is gonna work. Salmon fillet. $210 grams. Is that 210? Yes. Salt and pepper. Season with salt and pepper. 5 grams a piece. Okay. Add to the pan sunflower oil. I need a pan. I need a frying pan or some type of pan. Skillet maybe? Okay, I need sunflower oil. This is totally different than what I saw. 10 milliliters. Oh! Way too much. Awesome. Alright. Salmon fillet. Fry for 60 seconds on each side. I need like a spatula or something. Okay. I don't know how to use the timer. Okay, I guess that's that. I really don't know what I'm doing, unfortunately. I can't figure out the timer. I don't know how to use the timer. I set it, but it wouldn't run. Grab a plate. Alright, I don't know if that's cooked. Nope, not at all what I want to do. Come on. How does this... I don't know how to... I don't know how to pick it up. Oh, yep. Okay, awesome. I just dropped it on the floor. And I can't... Oh, okay. You know what? We're gonna... We're just gonna quit here. That's enough of that. I don't know. That wasn't any kind of tutorial I've ever seen in my life. I don't know about you guys. We're off to a fucking great start now. That doesn't make any sense. So the paint, first of all, we need to turn the stupid music off because that's... So let's just... I'm sorry, what? All right, let's unpack this. Okay? Let's unpack this. There was no tutorial. Don't know why. Don't know what happened there. There was no tutorial. Had no idea how to use the timer. I set it, but it wouldn't run. Okay, so that's 2 strikes. And then when I put the pan down, apparently when I picked up the pan, I picked up everything all at the same time. And then somehow the fish phased through it and landed on the floor. And then the pan phased through the cooktop and disappeared completely. And then the spatula was like partially phased through the cooktop. So I don't know what the fuck was going on there. That was all kinds of... I have no idea. So I'm skeptical already that this is not going well. And I'm not... that's a really bad first impression for a game. When like they don't tell you how to play, and then suddenly orders start coming in and you have to magically know how to use everything. The spatula wouldn't pick up the fish. And then once I did get it picked up, I couldn't move out of that view to plate it without it falling out, without it landing on the counter. So I don't know what was going on there. That was very strange. I was under the assumption that there was supposed to be some sort of a tutorial. They give you 4 minutes to prep. Like, what does that mean? 4 minutes to do everything? That doesn't make any sense. I don't... have no idea what... Like, how do I... I'm very, very confused. Yeah, that's fantastic, but I would love to know how to set... So set up the timer, press E. Okay. So if I set the timer for a minute, and then it says left click to put down. I'm left clicking, but nothing is happening. You can see it flashing down there that I'm clicking. You can hear me clicking it, but nothing is happening. So that I could right click to go back, but it's not running. So what the hell? Is this am I bugged? Like, what's going on here? I don't understand this. This has got to be bugged. What is going on? Also, it said that the previous chef left a bunch of sticky notes. Have you guys seen any sticky notes kicking around here anywhere? I don't see any sticky notes. I think the game's bugged. See, like, oh, now I can't drop this. I'm really confused. Why isn't there a, why isn't there a tutorial? How do you play the game? Enable tutorial, but... What am I missing here? What is going on? New game, career mode, play. What am I missing? The last chef left the kitchen covered in sticky notes. I don't see any sticky notes, you guys. None whatsoever. All right. We're gonna quit out of this game here, and I'm gonna do a little... Oh, now see the mouse pointer's gone. This has got to be bugged. This has got to be a bugged game. You see, look at this. Earlier it told me hit spacebar to confirm cancel. Now the keys are blank, and spacebar doesn't work. It was enter. Something's wrong with the game. Something's got to be wrong with the game. We're going to... Did I just spend 22 bucks for a bugged game? Like, that's some bullshit right there. What is actually going on here? Let me see if there's a Discord. Of course, unable to accept invite. Why would you? Why? Oh, man. This is not what I wanted to deal with trying to stream a brand new game. I wanted to play the game and enjoy it with you all out there. But it looks to me like... Oh, we're not even... It is shaping up to be one of those days, folks. It is shaping up to be one of those days. And I don't know why. I don't know what I did to somebody out there. No idea. But somebody is punishing me. Somebody, my friends, is punishing me. We're going to attempt. All right. I'm in the feedback and suggestions of this game, of the Discord, and already I'm seeing like tons and tons of complaints about how the game has bugs and the devs aren't fixing them. Oh man, that doesn't bode well. I may need to boy. I don't know. I may need to get a refund on that game. That's bad. That's like actually really bad. I don't think I've ever had a game be that bad out of the box before. That's terrible. There's no tutorial. And stuff just doesn't work. I don't know how else to put it. I mean, we're seeing this all in real time the first time, you and I together. What in the world? I don't understand. Like, what? It says enable tutorial. Okay, fantastic. But there's no tutorial here. It's just a bunch of, like... I mean, maybe we play in... Maybe we play in, like, sandbox mode? I don't know. I don't know how to even use the timer. What does this mean? All I want to do is learn how to use the timer. Set timer. I've seen other people that have like turned this dial. But so it won't let me. It won't let me. Oh. Are you serious? All right, so to do this, let me know. I mean, I'm no UI developer or designer, but let me know if this makes sense, okay? I pick up the timer, okay? We press E to set up timer. I set the timer for what I want, 30 seconds, right? Now, all right, I set the timer for, see, now that's different than what it was just a second ago. There are 3 options down in the lower right: back, set up timer, and put down. One would assume after you set what you want for the time that you would put it down, right? No. Put down doesn't even do anything. Why is that there? It doesn't do anything. You have to press set up timer again, and then it starts to run, and then you can put it down. How does that make any sense at all? That when I set up the timer and the put down option doesn't even work. That makes no sense at all. Furthermore, there's still no sticky notes in this kitchen. We have a full kitchen, we have a full pantry, we have a full everything. Oh my goodness. But we need to, like, just practice, I guess. So let's go pick, let's go pick that recipe that we had before. The, salmon steak and boiled potatoes. Okay. All right. Yep. I wonder if this is what they mean by tutorial. This is very strange. All right. I need the salmon fillet. So we'll grab a salmon fillet. Apparently there's no running in a kitchen. Put that there. Salt and black pepper. There's black pepper. Where is the salt? Do we even have salt? There's salt. That's... Okay. Alright. Serenity now. Sunflower oil. Sunflower oil, okay. All right, so we're gonna see. Oh, we need a pan. We're gonna season with 5 grams of salt and 5 grams of black pepper. Okay. Okay. Add to the pan 10 milliliters of sunflower oil. Now this got a little dicey last time. Okay. That was 10. We were much more careful this time. We'll put the salmon fillet in the pan. We're going to fry for 60 seconds on each side. Now, I need a spatula. Precise handling of tools in the kitchen is crucial. Holding down shift will open up new ways to manipulate whatever you're currently holding in your hand. Okay, that's fantastic. I understand that. Also, why do you put it so far away from me? That's what I would like to know. Setup timer. 60 seconds, or 1 minute. Turn this on. All right, idiot. Wrong burner. "60 seconds. We're going to attempt to do that. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but... All right, that actually worked. Now let's run over and grab a plate. We're also going to need a pot. gram potato. Two of them, apparently. No, no. See, we're doing it again. We're doing it again. Okay. I guess that's good enough. All right. This pot needs 1,000 milliliters of water in it. I don't know how I managed to get that right on, but we'll take it. Salt, 20 grams on... I think that was supposed to be 20 grams between the two of them, but... Okay, boil for 120 seconds. That's 2 minutes. Alright, I don't know what's happening now. It's wigging out. Suddenly it was not giving me the arrows, and it was just when I moved the mouse, so... Man, I don't know. I don't know. How am I gonna get those potatoes out? Do I have like a slotted spoon somewhere? Maybe I can pick them up with a spatula. I doubt it, but... Oh, I was supposed to add 20 grams of salt to the water, not to the potatoes. Those are going to be way too salty. Oh, no, idiot. All right, let's see if I can get these... Oh, I don't know what you're doing there. Oh, okay, good enough. Good enough. All right, this goes over here, I believe. Serve. Let's see what happens. Overall score was 4 stars. Guest is pleased. The taste was 4 out of 5 stars. The realization time was 5 stars. Guest complaints. The flavors. I don't know what this means. Maybe too much salt. Technique and temperature was perfect. Okay. All right, so I guess that was a success, even though I kind of bunged it up a little bit. I don't know why it puts things down in such random locations, you know? Okay. That wasn't awful. I mean, it's still really, really clunky and like doesn't make any sense. But that wasn't awful. That was a little bit better. Let's try the tomato soup. Where is the tomato soup? Also, the scroll speed in this is awful. Tomato soup. I also wonder if it would be easier in VR where I have like grip and I can manipulate things more naturally. All right, so we're going to do the tomato soup now. Let's call this up. So we need the tomato and the onion again. Here is a tomato. That's a 120-gram tomato. And we need 960 grams of tomatoes. So that's 120, 960. Math is difficult. 8 tomatoes. I really wish there were a way to carry more. Interesting. 3. 4. 5. How many did I say? 8. I have 5. 3 more. 6. 7. This is such... I don't know if this is very efficient. You know, this doesn't... There's 8. It took me like 2 minutes to get 8 tomatoes. 120-gram onion. So that's probably 1 onion. Yep, 1 onion. Already peeled. Nice. Chicken broth. Sour cream. We already have salt and black pepper. Cayenne pepper. We need cayenne pepper now. That is... right there. Okay, let me see if I can read this recipe better than I could the other one. I need a pot. And in that pot, we are going to put 700 milliliters of chicken broth. $700. Okay. A little bit too much, but that's all right. 12 grams of salt. Uh, 12 grams of pepper. Six grams of cayenne pepper. All right. All the tomatoes. And the onion. Throw the onion in there. Tomato. 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 I feel like we should have like blended these up or something, you know? Oh, we blended after. Okay. Boil for 60 seconds and then blend, and then we add the sour cream. All right, so let's move this out of the way. Okay, we'll put that there. Let's turn this on. Put that down. All right, we're going to boil that for 60 seconds. Diabolical Diabetic, how you doing? You don't like tomatoes? I know, this isn't for me. This is for somebody else. We had a stick blender over here before. Where did it go? Okay. Suddenly we're missing stuff. So now I need to find a stick blender, and I don't know... It's not in any of those places. The last time we played, it was right here. So I don't know where it went. Do we have to buy it, maybe? I don't see... There's a blender. Okay, cool. I guess that's done. Add sour cream. 150 milliliters. Oh, perfect. Pour the liquid into a deep plate. Serve hot. Okay, I need a deep plate. Deep plate. Maybe we can ladle? I need 300, so that's 2 ladle scoops. Serve hot. 300 milliliters. Okay, perfect. Let's see what happens. 5 stars on taste. Oh, look at that. 5 stars on taste, 5 stars on time. Overall score 5 stars. Guest complaints. They said perfect. Flavors, technique, and temperature. Perfect all around. I was a little heavy on the chicken broth, but that was because I over poured. But it turned out perfect. All right. Maybe we're starting to get the hang of this now. The controls are still a little bit hokey. But yeah, that's not so bad. That's not so bad at all. Now, the thing is, I wonder if I place another order for that. Can I just serve it up? Since it's already... What the fuck? Seriously? Bro. So that's going to get me some points there. 300 milliliters per serving. I have... three more servings left. So place 3 orders. That's bullshit right there. You see that shit? Nope. I don't have enough for another serving, so it's all right. Does RBIs mean you're gonna cook for me? Does this mean you're gonna cook for me? Cook for you in the game. As you can tell, I'm already having trouble with doing this, so I can't imagine what real life would be like. This game is incredibly bugged. It's incredibly scuffed. All right. We served 6 meals. Average meal rating was a little over 4.5 stars. I feel like unbreakable plates would be nice. I guess we can make it look Christmassy. Yeah, that looks better, don't you think? All right, since I can't do anything with the rest of this, we're going to dump it out. That... I don't know. Okay. Let's cook something else, shall we? Steak with French fries. Grilled tuna steak. That looks good. Corn chowder. Corn chowder sounds good. All right, corn chowder. Wow, we have a lot of stuff here. So we need an onion, 2 potatoes, and a carrot. I think. The fuck? We're just going to pick up this stuff, put it away. I don't know why there's like a helicopter flying in my kitchen. No, it really doesn't. It really isn't. Also, I have no trash bin. Oh, that... Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck you. That's what I think of you. So, yeah, physics in this game are scuffed. You saw, I apparently hit the bucket on the corner of the counter and it dumped everything on the floor, so fuck that shit. I'm done with that. I was trying to do the good thing and clean up, but, yeah, we're not gonna bother. Let's just cook. 300 grams of potatoes. So let's see. Each potato is each potato is 150. So 2 potatoes, and I can only carry one thing at a time. Apparently. Potatoes. Also, I have to like put stuff back apparently. Which is really obnoxious because, I don't know. I need chicken broth and sour cream, so I'll keep those things out. Salt, black pepper. I don't need this, but I do need thyme. Don't we all? There's thyme. All right. Potatoes, onion, 120. I feel like this would be easier in VR because then you could actually like the manipulations are more natural. Carrot, 140 grams of carrots. I can only carry one thing at a time. And that's so obnoxious. Why not let me carry multiple things, you know? Alright. Clarified butter. How do you make clarified butter? Apparently pour it out of a bottle. All right, transfer onto a plate. Potato. Onion. Carrots. Drizzle in clarified butter, 15 milliliters. Whoa, 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 asshole. Way too fucking much. Jesus Christ. Cut potato into pieces, 25. Okay. Oh, that was pretty good. Supposed to cut it at 25, but... Okay, fuck you, pal. None of these are the right size, but I don't care. Cut onion into pieces. Cool. Oh, no, we're done with you. Cut carrot into pieces. All right. Transfer into a pan. Yeah, this is quickly becoming not fun. This is quickly becoming a giant pain in the dick. I don't know how you're expected to do any of this rapidly. Like... And it doesn't even cut. It just moves the carrot around. Nope, nope, we're done with you. You go over here now. Nope, nope, we're not going to do that either. Holy crap, man. All right. Everything's transferred into a pan. Fry for 30 seconds. All right. Add to a pot. Chicken broth, 700 milliliters. We don't have enough. So that's 285. We need more. I need to do some quick math here because it... Oh, never mind. Need like 70 something more milliliters. Oh, almost. Okay. Time. 18 grams of thyme. $18 grams of thyme. 12 grams of salt. $12 grams of salt. 12 grams of pepper. All right, pepper's in. Potato, onion, carrot. Okay, so all of this now goes in here. How much you want to bet? Oh yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. There's absolutely no depth or spatial perception in this game. So you have no idea where you're dumping stuff. And as you can see, I dumped everything onto the cooktop. And now I have to pick up everything piece by piece. Yeah, the thing is when you so like there's no red dot right now. It's only once you start to tip. I don't know. It works differently every time I do it because the game is so buggy. Boil for 20 seconds. So let's set the timer for 20 seconds. And we'll boil that. And we'll have to let it go for a few more seconds because you can't start the timer and turn the stuff on at the same time. I only apparently have one hand. I'm a one-armed chef. $1,001, $1,002, $1,003, $1,004. All right, we'll turn that off now. Cob of corn, 180. Did we not grab? We didn't grab corn. So, cob of corn. We need to cut that into pieces, 30 grams. This ought to be fun. Let's, cut the end off there. Okay. I don't know if these are 30-gram pieces. Pretty close. Pretty close. Holy shit. Pretty close. We'll just throw that over there. Alright, so we don't add the corn yet, apparently. Oh, yes, we do. 100 milliliters of sour cream. Do we even have 100 milliliters in there? Yeah, we do, actually. How about that? 100 milliliters. Bye. And then we will attempt to do this again. Everything went in except the cutting board always phases through the pan, so I end up dropping a piece because it doesn't go in. All right, boil for 100 seconds. That's a minute 40. And then I'm trying to figure this out. Each serving consists of soup, cob of corn, and potato. Serve hot. So I'm supposed to dig out this much individually? That seems really strange. Let's grab a bowl. Let's see how many bowls we can break first of all. That it just turned off my fucking timer. Man, you know, kind of shit I'm talking about right here. I picked up my timer to move it and it canceled my timer. How awesome is that? So I have no idea how much that's cooked for. 250 milliliters of soup. So there's 150. 200. Oh, no, apparently that bowl's not big enough. Wouldn't you know it? $150. 200. 250. 60 grams of corn on the cob. There's 30. And the game crashes to desktop. That's cool. Okay. Potatoes, 75 grams. No, we're not going to push the fucking thing. How do you... There's got to be a better way. There's got to... You know what? Fuck it. We're done. We're done. There's your corn chowder, pal. A little light on potatoes. Yeah, I got fucked on that one. Too much butter, apparently. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold up. Let's look at this. Let's unpack. There's a lot to unpack here. All right, let's look at this. First of all, clarified butter, too much. And then clarified butter, not enough. Could you explain to me how I could both have too much and not enough clarified butter in flavor? Flavor. Too much flavor of clarified butter, but not enough flavor of clarified butter. Also, not enough flavor of cob of corn. There was heating mistakes, apparently. Bad cutting technique. Okay. Too cold. Fantastic. I gotta say, this game is not doing it for me. It's not doing it for me. I gotta say, it's not doing it for me. And it's really unfortunate because I think this game has potential, but from all the complaints that I read in the 30 seconds that I was on their Discord, that doesn't bode well at all for a game like this. And I'm, like, taking my time here, trying to, like, figure things out and doing things. I can't imagine playing this in career mode where you're timed and you have like 4 minutes to make a dish. No way, man. No way. We're going to save this, but I don't know, man. I don't know. This isn't doing it for me. I gotta say. So instead of playing that, we're gonna switch things off. And we're going to, I guess, play some Farming Simulator. We haven't played Farming Simulator in a while. Iron Mouse failed you with this one? I don't know, man. I mean, maybe she... I don't know. Maybe she's done some practice, or I don't know. I'll have to rewatch that stream because she didn't seem like she had that much trouble with it. But I also don't think she was taking it very seriously either. So I don't know. It seems weird to me. But we're gonna switch things up and play some Farming Simulator. We've been attempting to play Cooking Simulator for an hour and a half. So we're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back. Don't go away. More to come right after this. Yeah, I was like, what is this? What is this? This is a legit game. Mel did one of these on one of her pre-shows. Somebody wrote this. Somebody QA'd this. I paid money for this. Like, that's kind of how I reacted. But you all remember how I found the misspelled diesel sign?
No. Oh, fucking hell.
Well, I ran into it again tonight, but that's not even the worst part. The worst part is I'm driving around Portland, Oregon, okay? And I see a police car drive by.
Smash him.
I see a police car drive by, and the police car is painted just like a Portland police car. Portland, Maine police car. not Portland, Oregon. I was like, what the fuck is that doing in the game? That's my police department. And I pulled up right close to it and I took a screenshot and I'm like, are you shitting me right now? This is the wrong side of the country. How do you get this wrong? Did someone just get on Google and say Portland Police Department? And they painted the car to look like the wrong one. The best of the best needs backup? I flashed myself. Oh, shit! Nah. Holy fucking ball sacks. Are you guys seeing this right now? Are you guys seeing this right now? I just had two Deagle kills and 1 assist? I don't know. I feel like that was more than that.
You're watching Stormforce Games, where lightning does strike twice. Exclusively Twitch.
Welcome back, everyone. We are back this afternoon playing. We were playing Cooking Simulator, but I gotta say that's like a 2 out of 10 game right now for me because things are really, really scuffy in that game. Not a fan. Gonna say first impressions are everything. Not a fan of that game as of right now. So for the rest of the stream, we are going to switch it up. We're going to play some Farming Simulator because we haven't played FS22 in a while. I mean, so we're going to jump into that here. I'm having some difficulties. Apparently, it's stuck on the loading screen, and I don't know why. Oh, there it goes. Apparently, it heard me, bitch. So we'll play some FS22 for a little while. And try to chill the stream just a little bit, and then we'll see. We'll see where things go from there. I was just looking at things right now. It looks like, and I haven't looked outside at all today, but it looks like it is absolutely pouring out right now. And it is absolutely pouring outside right now. All right, sorry. Just trying to get like things taken care of. Midwest Horizons. Okay. I did add some new mods. From Wood Meadow Farming, some highway vehicles here. We'll see if we can find them in the mod list. Oh, you know what? They're not in the mod list because I didn't add them to the game directory. So, this is what you deal with when you deal with me. We're going to fix that right now. Give me just a moment to get that straightened out. It takes me 2 seconds. I just need to copy the zip files from my downloads folder into the actual game directory and then just reload the game. And then we can go play again. Because if it's one thing that I can't do right, it's set up games properly. So, whatever. We'll wait for this to get by the loading screen. It's much faster this time. And we'll load into Midwest Horizons. We will activate all the mods that I added. Was that everything? No, this one too. All right, cool. We'll load in. And, oh, you know what? I need to take my Stream Deck that I now have an actual use for and connect it to my gaming computer. And hopefully... bummer. So everything changed on the Stream Deck software. Thankfully, it was just the text, and that one I don't have to do any messing with. So that's good. That's good. When they updated the Stream Deck software, it broke like a whole bunch of buttons, and I had to redo everything. And they redid the text. The font is different now, the default font. So it's much smaller and harder to read. And I can't say I'm a fan of it, honestly. They could have done a lot better with it, or just left it alone, honestly. But, you know, El Gato doing El Gato things. I'm also in the midst of a... I'm also in the midst of a massive, like, support ticket saga with them right now, because I'm still not able to use the Stream Deck software without having to quit it and relaunch it. Otherwise, it doesn't detect any of my OBS scenes. It's really obnoxious. The game's running kind of crappy right now, and I wonder if that's because the reshaders are recompiling. Every time they do an update to the game, the reshaders have to, like, recompile, and it makes the game run like ass for, like, the first time you play it. Where did we leave off? It's been so long since I've played, I don't even remember. We had plowed all of this field. And we had people working out here too. What am I up to right now? All right, you were mulching, so let's get you working. I've lost my steering, which is awesome. Love that. All right, let's get you working. And then we'll come out here and I will launch this software, which I forget to do every time because I shouldn't have to. Still no force feedback in the steering wheel. Oh, nope, still no. It's funny, there's force feedback outside of the game, but in the game there isn't. So let's turn that off. Now it's way too hard. This is so goddamn frustrating. I don't understand where we went wrong in game development. But this is serious, okay? At what point did we decide that releasing games that were broken was okay? Okay? We have now played 2 games tonight that are broken. Cooking Simulator, broken. Farming Simulator, still broken. And Farming Simulator is a franchise that's been out for 10 years or more. How is it that we are still releasing games that that don't work? This is ridiculous. I shouldn't have to fight with settings every time I launch a game. It should just be there. I shouldn't have to unplug my steering wheel and plug it back in to make the force feedback work. It should just work the same way it worked last time I played the game. You know? When did we tell game developers it was okay to start releasing games that are broken, that aren't finished yet? This is absolutely ridiculous. All right. We need... We don't need a cultivator. What we need is we need a seeder that can do... we need a seeder that can do... grass. And unfortunately, I sold the one that I had. The small one that I had. I have this large one, which might be okay, might not be okay. Don't know. Excuse me. So that's all been plowed. Now the question is, how is the... Okay. It needs a lot of nitrogen, but we're going to have to live with that for now. We are going to plant grass with this. I think a lot of this we'll have to do manually. This will also fertilize as we go. Of course, we can't plant grass in December. Who would have thought? All right. So we'll have to wait on that. I should have known better. We'll just park this over here for now. A few things I wanted to buy. Trucks, let's see here. Oh, wait. Trucks, okay. Oh, let's see. Awful lot of trucks. It's a nice looking truck, huh? We'll make it orange in the front. Stainless steel in the back. I don't know if I like that. Do black in the back. That looks good. Just a dump truck is fine. Do strobes like that. I don't know why they're red. Why are they red? Very weird. Okay, we'll buy that. And there's a few other things we can buy now. But we have to find them first. Crash cushion, crash trailer, and signboard trailer. I kind of like that. I like the crash trailer. Nice little arrow board and the crash cushion there. Buy that. We're also going to buy this signboard trailer. Oh, I see. Interesting. Okay. So you can't change it on the fly. You have to, I guess, change it as you go. Let me move this down here. All right, so we have our dump truck. Those strobe lights red, though? That doesn't make any sense. That must be a texture issue. Interesting. It's switches the turn signal and brake and tail lights to each cushion depending on which one it is. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, we could drive this over here. Let's set this up. Let's take this truck here. Tied to the warning lights. Need to find a place with telephone poles. So let's find a place with telephone poles here. I guess in this case we'll stick to the road. Because that just makes sense in this situation. I feel like my microphone needs to be out here, otherwise you guys can't hear me. So I'll probably be hitting the microphone a lot while I reach for things. But I'm going to do the best I can. All these mods that I'm using right now are from Wood Meadow Farms. Does a great job with these mods. They may not be the most polished. They may not look, you know, incredible in every way, but their function is really good, and the quality of these mods is really good. And he makes things that are kind of niche. Like, I've never seen a signboard, like a construction zone signboard or a highway signboard before in Farming Simulator. This is something that, like, I really enjoy, but that would never be in the game, that would never be in the base game, and not many people would think to make something like this. Along with the service truck here, you know, the line workers trucks, all that stuff. Like, these are things that that he specializes in. Does a really good job. He does tow trucks. He does fire trucks, plow trucks, and they're functional. They work great. I still haven't figured out the tow trucks in this version yet. In 19, they worked really well, but I can't figure out how to connect up the lines and how to actually tow with them in 22 yet. It's just one of those things. But it doesn't mean that they're bad. It just means that I don't know how to use them. So let's set up right here, for instance. We'll set up right here. Now, unfold sign trailer. Okay. Now I wonder, can I go back here? All right, I can get into this sign trailer. All right, so it has its own, like, power source. It has its own engine, so to speak. And I probably wanted to have this set as keep left, because I'm a dumbass. Now I wonder, can I use the service truck? Crane works. That's kind of cool. So it says MM for activate service function, but that doesn't make sense. Let me see if maybe I can pull it beside it here. Maybe I have to be parked in a certain location. Maybe it has to be on the other side? I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't seem to work, unfortunately. And again, it's probably because I don't know how to do it. Let me look in the controls for the game. Maybe I'm missing something here. I don't know what MM... I don't know how you do MM. Vehicle work. Okay, doesn't seem. Terrastar service truck. Show hide L? Weird. Let's remove that key binding and let's remove that key binding. It doesn't need to be secondary. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. There we go. Customize it. Let's do keep left. Oh, that's much better. Okay, perfect. So now we can deactivate service function. Okay. I just apparently had that set wrong or something. No idea. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to set up a little construction zone here. So this signboard. Oh boy. I'm gonna set off to the side of the road, except that I'm really bad at backing this trailer up for some reason. What in the world is going on here? That's what I would like to know. It's like it's... Oh, I get it. Yeah, that would explain it. The outriggers on the damn sign. Nope, nope, nope. We're still really bad at this. Why does it keep swinging to the side? All right, does that look right? That looks pretty good. So now what we can do is pull this truck. Oh, this truck has some traction issues. That's what's going on there. Park that truck right there. Now somewhere right here we're gonna bring this truck up. And we'll go cross country with this truck, that's fine. We're just fooling around a little bit, killing time. All right. So now what we'll do is we'll set this truck up just beyond that signboard with a left arrow because we're going to be closing the right lane. Normally in this situation you'd have flaggers set up because you'd have one lane traffic, so you'd have to have one lane supporting both directions of travel. But for the sake of our purposes, we're just going to set up a lane closure here. So realistically, I parked that truck in the wrong spot, but that's okay. So we're going to unfold this and we're going to set the arrow to left. We want this to be right in the middle of the lane. Kind of like that. We'll have this service truck go up and around it. Just like that. Now... I guess we forgot about this guy too. All right. We'll have this truck go out just because it's got cool lights on it and it looks good. Kind of reminds me of my work truck just a little bit. Now we'll bring all of our linesman trucks out and set them up. And of course, we're gonna just drive these across the fields. I don't care. Doesn't bother me at all. And I am going to reset my capture card because it's starting to lose synchronization here. So we'll fix that. Much better. Thankfully these trucks drive fast. Power Conical, welcome. Hello, hello. Thanks for the follow. Hopefully that's power. PWR. Hopefully you're doing well today. Playing a little FS22 today. You know, I'm missing my Xbox controller, and that's going to be a problem. Well, it might be a problem. I am not on multiplayer. And the reason for that is I use so many mods, and it just it's more problem than it's worth, honestly. Doing PS4, nice, nice. This truck may be just too short to reach. We'll see. Yeah, it's gonna be too short. This is more of a residential truck. Well, actually, no. No, it'll fit. It'll fit. Yeah, that'll work there. Next truck, the double. We'll go to this guy next. Actually, we'll go to this guy next. This is more the distribution service truck here. How are you liking the game on PS4? I have not played it on console, so I understand that the mod selection for console is much more restrictive. I have this on PC, so basically whatever mods I want I can get, which is, I guess, nice. I have heard a lot of like negative things about people that play from people that play on console that say basically like they're really limited in what they can get for mods, and it kind of, I think, lessens the gameplay value maybe. I never tried it. Oh, let's see. All right. All right, let's take a look at this here. Retract outriggers. I think that's backwards because that's actually extending the outriggers. Okay. And we'll raise this guy up. Whoop, 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 whoop. Don't get wrapped up in that telephone pole. Whoa, what the hell, man? Okay. We'll call that good there. This is kind of like an off-road, backcountry, four-wheel drive bucket truck. And then we have the double bucket truck here. We'll take it. Interesting looking truck. Really well designed, I think. This is the kind of truck that probably should be towing like a floodlight trailer or something. Alright, we are almost there. We'll also check up on our helpers to find out what they're doing. Put the outriggers down on this truck. Oh, it actually lifts it up. That's kind of cool. Oh, it extends. Look at that. Oh, nice. I could be right up in the bucket. Look at that. Be working right on the lines if I want to. Now this one, I wonder... Doesn't make any sense. Okay. What the hell? We might as well just bring this one out there too. And I want to get a floodlight trailer with this as well. All right, so with this truck, we'll connect it up to this trailer. Does it not connect? That's a bummer. Doesn't connect. Very weird. Alright, well anyway. We'll head on out. It's got a trailer hitch on it, but for some reason it won't connect to that trailer. Looks pretty cool. All right. This truck also has outriggers on it. Excuse me. All right, what we'll do is we'll take this Ford Super Duty. And we will go get that Spotlight trailer. Wow, this thing's got some speed to it. Nice interior. Looks just like the inside of my work truck. Except my work truck is a quad cab. Let's see if we can get this trailer to connect to this truck here. Yeah, it does. Perfect. Alright, so now we're hauling this thing. If I unfold this thing, what does that mean? Oh, it puts the outriggers out. And it turns it on. Okay. It really should be mounted sideways, and the light should be pointed down when it's not deployed. That way, they don't get destroyed. Should be just like that. That way, like, bits of road debris and stuff don't hit the lights. Let's see how we can do this better. Since I have a bit of dexterity with this trailer, I think what I'm going to do is park it right here. Now the thing is, I have to unfold it before I detach it, otherwise I can't control it. So let's see here. That raises it. It turns it. So what I want to do is we'll get these lights here. Can't turn out? Really? That's stupid. Oh, yes they can. You just gotta go all the way around like that. So we'll get that set like that. And then these get spun around like that. Just like that. That way it's mostly out of the lane that we're going to be using. And both work areas are illuminated. How about that? Very nice. Very nice. All right, so we have ourselves a little setup right here. I think what I need to do is turn this truck around. Just like that. We can even put this crane out just to... Whoa! Can I get that crane up by the power line? Almost. Oh, these are for outriggers. Okay, I was wondering what the action fold object was, but... Very good. I wonder, can I spawn... No, I can't spawn a bag, but that's all right. So let's see what other interesting vehicles we have here that we could utilize out there. We have one of those out there. We've got one of those out there. We've got one of these. We have one of those. We have one of these. Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right, I think we're done there for now. Let's go back and look at what we're doing on the farm here. How did you end up in there? All right, we're going to fix a bunch of stuff here. Well, kind of this little incline between... Oh, it missed a bunch there. Didn't even touch that. This is very obnoxious, but do the best we can with it. Okay. Didn't do anything there. Works in one direction, but not the other. That seems legit. Okay. We got all that mess done. That's kind of a problem. I don't really like that. I'm going to try to quickly do this a little bit as fast as I can. Howdy, Emmy. How you doing? Welcome. Thanks for dropping in. Hello, hello. Oh, no way! Why didn't I get a notification? Alright, well... You know what this means? This means that we have to leave. Because I just realized that somebody is streaming and I want to watch their stream. And honestly, we've been streaming now for... almost 3 hours, actually. So... that's pretty long. I'm going to save things here real quick, and we're going to wrap things up. CDog VA is streaming. We're not going to raid, but check out CDog VA. He is playing Mario Party Superstars, and I'm assuming he's playing with friends. I would have to imagine Iron Mouse and others. Maybe not Iron Mouse, actually. Strange. He's been streaming for an hour and a half? Oh, that makes me angry. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. We will see you all again, hopefully, toward the end of the week. Bye-bye.